How's it going, everyone? Hope you guys are doing well today. So today I have a bit of an interesting topic that I wanted to talk about. So I recently just chatted to my friends Alex and Mo, and if you follow my channel, yes, this is recorded at the same time as my video last week. So anyway, what we were talking about is we were talking quite a lot about, Chinese characters, how's the best way to go about learning them, and when you should learn them. And also another problem that came up is the fact that there's a lot of homonyms in Chinese, and that if you rely on something like the pinyin at first, if you're not learning the characters, it can be a bit confusing because you can get lots of things that are written the same in pinyin with different meanings. And what we were talking about actually is this can be really confusing, especially as a beginner, but when you learn characters, you really do find out that they do get rid of a lot of the ambiguity in the Chinese language because there's so many homonyms, right? And not even homonyms with different tones, as in same sound, same tone, different meaning. So it's probably similar to in English, as you have to as in the number, to as in to go, or to as in I'm too cold. These things have different meanings but sound exactly the same. And we have a lot of these in English as well. So whether and whether is another example. I just said there's the 3 twos, there's there, and there. And what you find is these are clarified in the writing system. When you're writing something down, you want to be specific, you want to know which one you're talking about. But of course, there are ones that aren't cleared up by the writing system, and this is the same in English and Chinese as well. So for an example in English, I could say the word bat, and you wouldn't know what I meant depending on the context. If I was playing a game of baseball and I say, "Can you hand me the bat? It's my turn to go now," then you know I'm talking about a baseball bat. If I'm in a dark cave, you hear some flutters and a scream, and you go, "Ah, oh my god, it's a bat," then you know I'm talking about the animal. So it does, obviously, through context, a lot of this can be solved with either just listening or pinyin, but characters do really, and the writing system in general, does really help clear up a lot of the ambiguity. So with a language like Chinese, when there's so many homonyms, there's so many. If you type in the pinyin into a dictionary, you get so many results. So quickly to illustrate this point, I'm on a Chinese dictionary. So if I type in "ni", as in the spelling for you can see a lot of the cognates. So you can see the ones that are the same colour or the same tone. And as I scroll down, the list just goes on. So when you're talking about a language like Chinese that has as many cognates as this, clearing these things up in the writing system is very essential to lose ambiguity, especially when writing important things where you need to be clear and precise. At least this is just my interpretation of things, but in my mind, now when you look at it through that lens of Chinese having so many homonyms, it really does make a lot of sense why they decided to use a meaning-based writing system as opposed to a phonetic one. If you only used a phonetic-based writing system, even taking into account the tones, for example pinyin, then there is still so much room for ambiguity, and you really need something more specific with terms of the meaning to really clear up a lot of these things. So that's why I think when you actually look at it through that lens, the character-based system for Chinese, although it seems intimidating and illogical at first why they'd complicate things by having so many characters, when you look at it through the lens of making things clear and explicit, then this really is the best way to go for them to get their message across as clearly as they can. As I said before, this is just my interpretation of things, but I really think it does make a lot of sense. If you are someone who actually does know a lot about this topic and has either researched it or just read up more about why characters were initially used in Chinese, then please feel free to leave me a comment, let me know any articles or links that you guys found interesting. I'd love to read about them because I really do find this topic quite interesting. So yeah, that's my video for today. Next time you hear someone or a friend complaining about how many characters there are to learn or how bad the rank system is in Chinese, you can perhaps try to explain to them or show them this video to hopefully shed light on the fact that actually the rank system Chinese characters are very well fit for Chinese, and they do actually make things a lot easier and clear up a lot of ambiguity. So thank you for watching this video. It's a little bit different. I hope you guys found it interesting. So if you did, please give it a thumbs up and like this video. It really does help me out. If you want to see more from me, then don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And if you have any questions, as always, leave a comment below. I do read all of them and I try to reply as quick as I can. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.